Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shellcraft One and my old barn door, and I'm working in my Halloween journal, and I want to grungy up some pages and make them look, I don't know, grungy. So I thought we would do a mixed media playtime and see what we can come up with. I've never really done this before, so I'm gonna be flying by the seat of my pants, but we're just gonna have fun and play and see where it leads us. So here we go. I've pulled out some mixed media goodies to play with, and when I say mixed media, it's just different stuff. Like I've got some thin masking tape. I think this is maybe 3/4 inch masking tape. I think this is 2-inch masking tape. This is some of that that bandage tape when you like have a sprain or something. And then this, I think this is something to do with the drywall. I'm not positive, but it has a really cool texture. So I thought we could play with some of that. I've got some stamps and some of my homemade gesso. If you want the recipe for this, I did a video a long time ago. It's been a very long time ago, showing you how to make this homemade gesso. I've got some black paint, some different papers and things here. So I just kind of want to play, and I'm going to pull out a page from our journal, and we're going to just make it really, really grungy. And I think I'm going to have to pull it from the other signature. What did I do with the other signature? Here we go. Oop, hang on, I might move the camera, sorry. There you go. Okay, so let's see. I kind of want it to be a coffee dyed page. And that way it's, it's already coffee dyed. Although this one's a pretty good thick page, but let me see what other coffee dyed pages we have in here. This one might be really good. Oh, let's do this one. Okay, let's do this coffee dyed page. And let me find a paper clip here. Okay, there we go. Because I want to kind of clip this paper clip in place so I know where that page goes back to in that signature. Okay. So basically what I want to do is I just want to make this page look really, really grungy. Whatever it takes to do that. So I'm going to zoom you in just a little. Hopefully that's not too much, and hopefully you can see okay. So I'm just going to fold this out, and we're just going to get started. So I kind of have this idea in my head, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to bring it to fruition, but we're going to give it a try. I just kind of want it to be kind of collagey and grungy and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to take a piece of this and just tear it off. And I don't want any straight edges. So we're going to tear away any straight edges, because I just kind of want this to look real random and, real unplanned, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I'm trying to decide if I want to ink the edges of that, but I don't think I do, because I kind of want this to look like it's just sort of melted into the page. Maybe we'll put that piece there. We can put that piece there. I just want a really thin music piece. Nothing real big. Let's get rid of that straight edge. Okay, we'll put that one there. And then I have some pieces already that are just kind of torn out, but I don't want to overwhelm the page. I don't want it to be too much. So we might, I do like this one though. It's actually, I don't know where this came from, but it's a piece of, a very small piece of masking tape, and it's stamped with numbers. So I thought that might be cool to add. And then I have these doilies. And I think I just want a very small piece of this doily. Again, you know, just trying not to overwhelm the page. And then we're going to do a really small piece of this doily. Okay. So we'll bring this maybe from here. And then I definitely want to use some of this. This is from that German devotional that my husband bought for me for Christmas a couple of years ago. He knows my love for old books, and he has learned how to look for, what to look for, and find for me. So I think that's really, really precious that he has not just taken an interest in it, but, you know, he pays attention and has learned what I look for. All right, so we're going to take this edge off. Okay. Maybe put that piece there. Okay. I know y'all probably looking at it going, what in the world are you doing? But I'm hoping that if my idea comes together the right way, that it's going to turn out like I want it. Okay, so I think the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to glue all of this down, and I'm just going to use a glue stick. If I can find my Oohoo glue over here somewhere. Where is it? There we go. So I'm just going to glue it all down. I'm trying to decide if I want to ink the edges of it. No, I'm not going to ink the edges because that'll just take more time. I may regret it, but we're going to try it this way first. Oh, man. Now, see, I wish I would have seen that because I would have used that side because it says October 18. I can't tell if it says 1810 or 1816, but that would have been cool. But anyways, we'll just use it like it is for now. Okay, so I'm just going to glue all of this down. I have to glue this one really easy because it's a pretty fragile book. Okay. See, it rips pretty easy, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. There we go. The doilies are a little bit hard to glue too with the glue stick, but it can be done. It's just pretty messy. It's messy when you do it because then you get glue in all the little holes, and then you have all this excess glue. But I'm going to show you how you can get that off there and not waste it, because Oohoo glue is not cheap. And we're going to put this kind of at an angle over here. Glue that down pretty flat. Now, because all of this glue is kind of, you know, it's went through the holes in the doily, I'm just going to pull it back up with my card and stick it back on there because it'll mash back into that, and then I can use it on the next piece. I know this is probably kind of silly to do, but I just don't want to waste it. All right, so let's see. Let's do this piece here and see. Now I'm going to have to get my fingers in it because the glue is going to separate and come apart, but that's okay because I'm still going to use it. I am very frugal. I am not wasting anything. If I can help it, I'm not going to waste it. All right. I kind of want this to go like this. Okay, and then I'm going to take what's on my finger and put it on the back of this doily here. And instead of making another mess with the doily, I'm just going to get what's on top and put that on my doily. And hopefully it'll stick. We're going to try it. Okay, I need a wipe because now I got sticky glue all over my fingers and everything's going to stick to my fingers. Get some of that glue off. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to take my little card here, put that down. And rub that down, and then I think the last little piece we have is this one, and I'm just going to kind of run it over the top of the glue stick. There we go. Okay, now that I have those pieces on, I know you're looking at it going, what are you doing? This is crazy, but it's mixed media. You know, you can do what you want to with mixed media. Okay, so now let's add a little bit of gesso. So this is my gesso, and I'm just going to use a different card since I've got glue on that one. I'm just going to stick my card down into the end of the gesso. And I'm just going to swipe some on the page. I don't really care where it goes or what it gets on. I'm just swiping and playing and having fun. And the gesso, once it dries, it'll make it to where you can write on this page. And I don't want it really thick. I just kind of want a thin layer. Whew, there's a fly in here. Oh my goodness. All right, hang on, and I'm going to dry this, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got it dry, and then the next thing I want to do is I kind of want to do some thick gesso around the edges of some of these pieces of paper. So I thought we would just take it like this. I don't want too much, but I kind of, I'm trying to make it kind of look like it's embedded into the page. So I just kind of want to make some little thick areas in the gesso. And again, this is my first time doing this, so I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm just playing. I'm just playing and having fun. So I kind of want to smooth this out just a little. But it doesn't have to be perfect because I don't want anything perfect in my journals. I don't like perfect. And I think I do that on purpose so that other people can realize too, you know, that you don't have to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. It's okay if it's messy and imperfect and all its glory. Okay. Put some right there. And just do it at random. Just I'm just kind of doing it wherever my eye leads me to, I guess you could say. I've never taken art classes, so I don't know if this is the right way to do it, or, you know, this is just my way of doing it. This is how I'm doing it because this is what I can do. Until I learn, you know, maybe a different way. Who knows? And then we'll just do some random areas with the gesso. Okay, and now I want to add some of the, I don't know, let's add maybe a piece of this. And I like this because it's already dirty and grungy looking. So I don't want huge pieces. So let's just, and I don't want it to, you know, to have like a straight cut or whatever. But let's just kind of stick this down and see. It's supposed to be sticky already, but I might have to put a little bit of glue on it. Although I might can just kind of stick it into the gesso. We're going to try it and see. See if that'll work. I think the gesso will hold it down. So I'm just going to put a little more gesso right here. And just let it stick to that. Like I say, I don't know that this is, I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to try it. Okay. Let's just do some gesso around the edges. Stick it down good. Okay. And then I want to do maybe, let's do a piece of this. And I'm just kind of cutting, you know, a jagged edge on the edge there, because I don't want it to look like it's, you know, just straight or whatever. And let's put him right here. This is just to give the page a little texture. And that sticks pretty good. And I'm not going to gesso the whole thing. I just kind of want some gesso around it, so to speak. Because I don't mind if it's not completely stuck down to the page. I actually like a little dimension. Okay. All right, now let's do a little piece of tape. Literally flying by the seat of my pants, y'all, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Let me just put it that way. Okay, let's put him here. And maybe, just maybe, we'll stamp on him. What kind of stamp do I have over here? Okay, I have a little number stamp. Let's see what that looks like. And y'all, just a fair warning, I had all of my little silicone stamps together in this little bucket, and they actually, a lot of them melted to each other. I don't know why. I don't know what caused that. So, I do know my room gets fairly hot sometimes, and so I don't know if that's what caused it. But just to let you know, your stamps will melt. I don't know if it was a chemical reaction, if they were reacting to each other or what, but I think I don't know, something happened and they melted together. So I've got them sitting in a little tray right now in a cooler room, hoping that that will help and hoping that it will make it a little easier for me to separate them. Okay, let's wipe off the ink off of that. Okay, and then I want to put a little gesso around this piece. Just kind of randomly. And then I just want some random swipes of gesso on the page. Kind of in different directions. Okay, now I'm gonna throw the heat tool to this and dry it. And I'll be right back. Okay, we got the gesso dried. And now I think it's dried for the most part. I think I want to do some sprays and just kind of age it up somewhat. Let me find. I don't want them to be real colorful. And I just want little bits here and there. I don't want a huge amount. So let's see. I'm going to put this here. And I have this little trifold board that I got from the dollar store. And so if you can kind of put that around your page somewhat, then you don't have to worry about the spray going, you know, on all your stuff. Had a little dust on it because it kind of sits under my desk. Okay, so this is woven burlap, Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. So I'm just going to spray a little bit at random, and that's it. And then I want to do, I have a black in here somewhere. Or it's more like a gray. So let's shake it up. And again, I don't want a whole lot. I just want a little, just like that. I completely missed the page on that one. Let me dry that off. That's funny. Okay, something just fell off on my desk. I'm not sure what it was, but that's okay. All right, and then I have some little droplets right here. So let's just go over here and soak up those little droplets. Ah, yeah, just like that. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So then I'm going to take, actually, got a few more little droplets right there I can get up. I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to spray a little bit on that, and then I'm just going to kind of dip my page into it. And that way I can I have a little bit more control over where it goes versus spraying it. Okay, so that's all I want of the black. And let me just take a peek at it. All right, let me dry the black or the ink sprays with the heat tool, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have that dried, and now I just kind of want to kind of straighten out the paper a little, because when you use the heat tool, it kind of curls it up a little. And that's okay, because once you fold it, excuse me, to put it back in your journal, it'll crease it back out. Okay, so I think the last thing I want to do is maybe do some random stamping on the page. So I want to do it in black ink, and I have just some random little shapes and numbers and things like that. So we're just going to play with stamps and see what we get. Okay, so this one I'm just going to kind of take off the page over here, and I'm not looking to get perfect stamps either. You know, it's okay if they're not perfectly on there. See, I like the way that one turned out. Let's try, I think that's that same number that I used there, but I have this number. Let's use this one. Yes, this is not the right way to do stamping, I know, but this is how I'm doing it today. Just because. Alright, so we're going to go about right here with this one. Like that. And I like the way it's not, you know, like some of the stamp parts are missing. I like the way it's doing that. Okay. Now, I have this one. It's kind of got a little bit of script and numbers mixed in it. This is one of the ones that melted, so we're going to see how it does. I'm not sure how well it's going to stamp, but we're going to try it and see. Hopefully, I can still use it. If not, I'll just get rid of it. And I kind of want to go off the page up here with it. So that's why I put the wax paper in behind, is so that I can kind of go off the paper. You can use wax paper or a scrap piece of paper. You know, you can use a piece of paper that you want to, oh, I actually like the way that did. And I think I'm just going to stamp in the corner right here a little bit. Just like that. And then I have this one. It's just kind of some random little shapes. Let's see what we can do with it. And I'm just going to kind of get the ink where I can. I'll put this one right here. Okay, I like that. I almost got it too dark. And then I'm going to put just a little bit in the corner here. Like that. And then the last one I want to use, let's put a little bit right there. There we go. The last one I want to use is, my sweet friend sent me this little pack of stamps. I want to use this script stamp here. Ooh, it's a stencil too. So let's just see what we can do with this one. And I just kind of want to do very random stamping with this. Kind of off the corners, off the edges of the page. Maybe a little there, a little there. Let's do this side. Just very, very random. Like that. And now I'm just going to kind of stamp off any excess ink that there might be on the stamp. And it doesn't really matter where. Okay, I think we're good. All right, let's put the lid back on our... Okay, I think I like it. I think I like the way it has turned out. One other thing that you can do, like some of, you know, when I put the gesso on, it covered up a lot of my little scrap pieces. So if you want some to show through, just take a little wipe, a little wet wipe or a baby wipe, and just wipe off in some spots so that you can see it a little better, you know, with the gesso on there. And just wipe away some of the goodies so that it'll show through to, you know, whatever amount you want it to show through to. So I think that's it. So now we're just going to fold our page back up. And I'm just going to, the page is already creased, so I can see the crease on this side. And so that's going to make it a little bit easier for me to fold it and put the crease back in it. So we're just going to crease it right down through here. Just like that. And then we're going to bring our book over. Where are we on our time? Oh, we're right there at it. Okay. Well, that was good timing. Okay, so we're going to bring our book over. And we're going to just slide our page right back in. And I love how that turned out. I like it. Okay, so that was the fun for the day. And it was just really, truly just me playing and having fun, and hopefully you got some ideas from it, and hopefully you like what you see. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave them in the comment box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you will, and I hope y'all have a great day. Big hugs.